Hello students, today we will see the block diagram of a computer system, which is the third part of the computer organization. Here we will see the basic parts, how it is connected in block-wise manner, all the blocks, the basic blocks and the structure of the computer system. So let's go forward. So as you can see in this diagram, that is a block diagram, here we got the input unit, then the central processing unit, CPU block, and the final block is the output block. So the computer basically consists of three blocks, that is the input block, central processing unit block, and the output block. Okay, these parts are again subdivided into various blocks, as you can see here. The central processing unit, as you can see, it is basically divided again into two components, the storage and the processing unit. Okay, then the storage is again divided into secondary and primary, and the processing is divided into control unit and arithmetic and logic unit. Now coming to the input part, you can see in the input unit what happens is that the data is fed into the input unit, that is the raw facts. Data means raw facts. It does not have any particular meaning. Okay, we don't have any meaning for the data. It can be an image, it can be an English alphabet, okay, can be a numeral, anything. So data is the primary thing that we give to the computer via the input unit. Now input unit consists of various hardware such as the keyboard, the mouse, the joysticks, all comes inside this input unit. So the data is fed to the computer's memory using an input unit. Now coming to the next, it is the central processing unit. So as you can see, the CPU consists of two basic blocks, that is the storage unit and the processing unit. Storage unit again consists of the primary and the secondary memory, and the processing unit consists of control unit and arithmetic and logic unit. Storage unit, primary memory and secondary memory we already have studied, that is the primary is a volatile memory and secondary is the non-volatile memory. It means that the data stored in the primary memory is erased when the power supply is switched off. But in case of secondary, it is the permanent storage. Until and unless we delete anything from it, it is present in the secondary storage. The control unit controls the overall functioning of the computer system. It decides the time allocation for particular hardware, when should the hardware be given particular process, etc. It is decided by the control unit. How much time allocation, okay, buffer, etc. decided by the control unit. Arithmetic logic unit does the processing according to the input that you have given. If it is a numerical input, then arithmetic operations such as the plus, minus, etc. will be done in the arithmetic unit. If the operation that has to be performed is of if-else conditions, that is the answer should come as true and false, then it will go to the logical unit. Now coming to the final part, that is the output unit. Now in case of output unit, what happens is that the processed data comes out through the output unit. Now the output units consist of various hardware such as the monitor, the printer, the speakers, all these are the output unit. Now the data that we have fed in via the input unit goes to the processor, it gets processed, and we get our desired output, which is information, via the output unit. So this is how the overall computer functions and the overall block diagram and the functioning of each and every block.